And there was a woman who had a discharge of blood for 12 years, and who had suffered much under many physicians, and had spent all she had, and was no better than, but rather grew worse. She had heard the reports about Jesus, came up behind him in the crowd, and touched him. Immediately, let's go back, and touched his garment. For she said, if I touch even his garments, I will be made well. And immediately the flow of the blood dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. We know the theme of the text. I don't look like what I've been through, but I would like to tag this text with hustle and flow.
All right.
If a lot of you don't know what's going on in the text, I'll try to help educate some of you men like I was educated on last night. Okay, what's going on here is menstruation is a woman's monthly bleeding. When you menstruate, your body sheds the lining of the uterus, womb. Menstrual blood flows from the uterus through the small opening in the cervix and passes out of the body through the vagina. Most menstrual periods last from 3 to 5 days. When menstruations come regularly, this is called the menstrual cycle. Having regular menstrual cycles is a sign that important parts of your body are working normally. The menstrual cycle provides important body chemicals called hormones to keep you healthy. It also prepares your body for pregnancy each month. The average cycle is 28 days long. Cycles can range anywhere from 21 to 35 days in adults, 21 to 45 days in teens, young teens. What happens during the menstrual cycle? In the first half of the cycle, levels of estrogen, female hormone, start to rise. Estrogen plays an important role in keeping you healthy, especially by helping you to build strong bones and to keep them strong as you get older. Estrogen also makes the lining of the uterus room grow and thicken. Now, I said all of that to say this woman had a serious issue. She haven't had a menstrual cycle for 12 years. Remember, in order to have a menstrual cycle, your menstruation had to come regularly. It was 12 years. So therefore, it wasn't regular. And since they didn't come regular, like I said, it's easy to identify that the important body parts were not working normally. According to the Mosaic law, she was identified as unclean and was an outcast to society, just the same as any leper. After studying, it was revealed to me that she was suffering with 2 kinds of diseases.
Come on now.
One disease is amenorrhea. What is that, you ask? I ask the same thing. Amenorrhea is the lack of a menstrual period. Causes can include pregnancy, breastfeeding, extreme weight loss, eating disorders, excessive exercising, stress, or even serious medical conditions in need of treatment. I'm going to say the last one because that was so key to me. Serious medical conditions in need of treatment. The second disease is PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which is defined as a serious problem with the reproductive organs. This woman's situation was so serious that she spent all she had on physicians. Not physician, but physicians. That's more than one. That's a lot of money. I don't think they had insurance back then either. So that's a lot of money. Can I tell someone today, stop wasting your time on people and with people that will not help you. Because as we can see, she wasted a lot of money and time with people that was not helping her, but making her situation even worse.
That's right.
These people are designed by the enemy to make your situation worse, or as I would say, a living hell.
My God.
This woman just knew all hope was gone. our hope. It was 12 years. 12 years. Now, some of us today, true enough, if we've been going through a situation for 12 years, sometimes we just, I'm not going to say 12 years, 3 months. Right. Well, I just don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Until she pressed the rewind button in her mind. And I believe it went something like this. Jesus heals a man with an unclean spirit.
That's right.
Jesus heals men. Jesus cleansed a leper.
Yeah.
Jesus heals a paralyzed man.
Rewind it.
Jesus heals a man with a withered hand.
Yeah.
Jesus heals a man with a demon.
Yeah.
And he's on his way to your town.
Come on.
Come on.
As we can see, she has ran out of options. I done did everything I could do. I ain't got no more money. What else is there to do? Until she pressed that rewind button and heard about that man they called Jesus. Jehovah Rapha.
Come on.
So, after pressing the rewind button, she strategically placed herself in a position to be healed. Not just healed, but made whole. Sometimes we just pray to be healed, and we should be praying to be made whole. Because if you're made whole, then everything, your whole situation, your whole body has to come in line. And can I tell someone, it's when you are tired of the same old situation and its problems is when Jesus shows up. But you first have to be tired of what you're going through. Because a lot of times we don't get tired of it. We actually like what we're going through. We get a thrill out of it sometimes. Depends on what you're going through. Jesus shows up. The Bible then tells us in verse 28, for she said, if I touch even his garments, I will be made well.
That's good.
Or whole. And immediately the flow of the blood dried up, and she left her body, and she was healed of her disease. I don't look like what I've been through. Why don't I look like what I've been through? It's because of Jesus, she said. He's speaking, being heard. When my sin had me bound, Jesus touched me.
Come on.
When my mind was getting the best of me, Jesus healed me.
You better let him use you.
When my sin had me bleeding non-stop, Jesus touched me.
Right.
Can I tell someone, when Jesus touched you, everything connected to you, whether it be your body, whether it be your people,
Come on, DZ.
whether it be your apartment complex,
Come on, DZ.
it has to align with the will of God.
Come on.
Everything that is connected to you has to align with the will of God. I don't look like what I've been through.
Yes.